Are MGM rebelling against Amazon and their plan to create a Stargate movie? Welcome to Sidetrack, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. So as you know, over the last 2 years, I've been able to build up some really nice connections between a few people that work at MGM. Mainly thanks to Amazon's purchase of MGM and how a lot of people that work there aren't that happy with it. So they talk to me. Now, actually, on Friday night or Saturday morning, depending on how you want to see it, I got a phone call from one of those sources. I woke me up. I was not very happy. I basically told them that somebody better be dead or I was going to be really, really unhappy. And then the source started talking to me. And my instinct was, oh no, they've been caught. They know they've been talking to me. They've been sacked. Oh no. But then they went on to tell me, no, 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 everything's fine. Don't worry. But I do have some interesting information to tell you. As it turned out, they've had a few drinks and they've forgotten about the time difference here in the UK of 8 hours, but I forgive them. Now, if you are a regular Sidetracker, you'll know that a couple of weeks ago, I dropped the bombshell that Jennifer Sakai, the head of Amazon and MGM Studios, has dictated to the new head of film for MGM and Amazon Studios, Courtney Valentini, to create a Stargate movie. She wrote this directive, which basically gave the permission to begin the development work, as well as the development work on several other projects that have paused while MGM was waiting and looking for a new head of film. So we all got very excited. But we knew, again, if you're a regular Sidetracker, that actually Jennifer Salke's voice was kind of lone in this wanting a movie. That everybody around her, Michael Wright, for example, who actually is head of MGM Plus, wanted a TV series. Apparently, Mark Fergus, who is the head of Penguin and Parker, who will be hopefully showrunning this project, wanted a series. She was really the only one that was saying, let's do a movie, a cinematic movie at that. Now, the reason for that was because Amazon has given them a bunch of money to make 5 or 6 cinematic releases a year. And she thinks that one of those should be Stargate. Now, I don't have a major problem with that. My only real disappointment is that a cinematic released movie will take a lot longer to get to our screens than just a television series. A TV series could be on our screens within 6 to 9 months. A lot of the development work's already been done. So it would just really be a matter of getting into a studio. A movie, we'd be looking at 2 years. And then hopefully that would kickstart a franchise and a series might follow it quite quickly. But there is a risk with that if the cinematic release bombs, it could kill the franchise before it even gets to begin. So we're a little nervous. But the thing is, this is not what the fans want. Now, I put a survey on our community page and I said, what do you want, guys? Do you want a movie or do you want a series? 82% of you said a TV series. Only 18% want that cinematic movie. Now, what I'm being told from my sources at MGM is that actually MGM have done an internal survey of their own, that they spoke to a couple of thousand customers and they asked them, what do you want? Do you want a TV series or a movie? Apparently, the results of that survey was kind of the same as ours. Roughly 80% of them came back and said, we want a series. This has triggered a bit of a revolt. Michael Wright and others, executives within MGM and even apparently Amazon, are now questioning whether the movie is a good idea. And they've gone back to Jennifer Salke and said, shouldn't we be doing a series? It's lower risk. We've already done a load of the development work, and it's what the fans want. Because at the end of the day, a 2-hour movie would be great, but a 10-hour series would be greater. We would get to see far more character development. We'd get to see far more development of a story. We'd get more Stargate, which is, at the end of the day, what we want. Now, I have absolutely no insight in whether Jennifer Salke would change her mind. I don't know a great deal about Jennifer Salke other than what I've seen in projects she's done in the past. But I am told she is quite a determined lady. And at the end of the day, you don't get head of MGM and Amazon Studios without being determined. So, would she be the sort of person that would push forwards with a project like this, even though the rest of the team was saying it was a bad idea? There is, however, a risk that comes with this. I have seen, and we have all seen in the past, projects like this get cancelled because the team doesn't agree. There's infighting. And when that starts happening, it derails projects really quickly. This has happened a lot with the DC. Really, what happened to the Justice League was because of an unfortunate tragedy with Snyder, yes, but then somebody else came in. There was a lot of infighting, there was a lot of problems, and it just basically created a bad product at the end. I don't think it's just a danger, though, potentially, of there being a bad product if the team, the management team, etc., aren't really on board with the movie. I actually think it's in danger of just becoming cancelled altogether. Jennifer Sakai might just get to the point of going, this isn't worth the trouble. Actually, if we can't get on board, let's just not do it and cancel the Stargate return altogether. Now, I've not been told that by any sources. It's just a worry that I've developed over time. This story has been such a bloody roller coaster of if, buts, and maybes and near misses that I'm really starting to get a little dubious about the possibility that it could return. Because every time we get a big yes and a big excited plan seems to be developing, it seems to be 2 steps forwards and 3 steps back. Now, we've got lots of people like Jenny Stiven and even Joseph Malozzi coming out and publicly saying that Amazon are 100% definitely developing something with Stargate. But we don't know what that something is. And also, the problem is Amazon and MGM can change their minds a lot and have done. And that's not just Amazon and MGM, by the way. That's all of these big production companies. Thing is, we don't normally get to see behind the curtain like we have done with the Stargate project, thanks to the sources I've been speaking to. Normally, we only get to see the end result. We don't get to see all the arguing and the mind changing and the panicked decision making that seems to go on. We only ever get to see the result. So maybe this is perfectly normal and that we shouldn't be concerned. Or maybe the Stargate project is just bloody doomed. But I would say that anything worth doing is worth doing right. And this would be the greatest day of my life, other than when my kids were born and maybe when I got married, when Stargate returns. So it's worth the wait. It's worth the conversation. And we have to keep talking about it because we want Stargate to return. But guys, get into the comments and tell me what you're thinking. Is this just one more kick in the teeth? We're really starting to lose faith now. Or is this just how business works and we shouldn't really worry about it too much? And actually, could it be a good thing in the end if the doubters are able to persuade Jennifer Sakai that actually a series is the way to go? Because at the end of the day, it's what we want. Get into the comments and tell me exactly what you're thinking. If you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. It really helps out and you'll never miss any of our new shows. Also, you can go to patreon.com/SciTrek, where for a small contribution each month, you can see most of our videos first and without the adverts. You also get a mug and a t-shirt or whatever, depending on which level you buy. So always good. Also, check the description. There's lots of links to lots of lovely SciTrek related things. As always, please stay safe and I'll see you next time.